Today I'm working on my truck again, doing more maintenance. I'm doing the glow plugs. These are the glow plugs I'm going with. That's the part number right there. And I'm using this special tool right here, which is about $6 on eBay. It says to pull out the glow plug harness so you can change the glow plugs. I'm working on the passenger side first. So the first thing I gotta do is get out this plastic fender liner. First thing I'm gonna do is remove these nuts right here. It's an 11mm. These are for the air pump. Next thing I'm gonna remove is this bolt right here. This is an 8mm. Also another one above right here. So you want to get that one out as well. So another 8mm with the large washer in the front of the truck. Edge of the fender, there's 4 small bolts. So those are 7/32 Down in the bottom you got these 3 big plastic clips that you need to pull out. And once you have those 3 clips out, then your fender liner is pretty loose now. These are still attached here on your fender liner, so to prevent anything from breaking, you got to unplug that. So just gonna unplug it. And now your fender liner is loose. Now you just gotta pull it out and pull down. You want to push it back, and pull down. And slip it out. So you gotta be careful with your wire coming down right here. That's still, mine's still zip tied on. So I'm just gonna clip the zip tie out and just re-zip tie it. These are the 4 glow plugs. These are them. So you just stick your special tool in there to pull them up, or you can use a wire with a pliers to pull them up will work, as well as you can use a wire clothes hanger and wrap it around it and pull it up. So that'll work as well. But the tool is only $6, so, and I bought the tool a couple years ago, so that's what I'm using. This is only 2 years old, so it shouldn't be too hard to come out. But if you've never replaced them, I'd recommend replacing the harness at the same time as the glow plugs. And there you go, you pull them up. Side pulled up. I'm just going to pull the other 3 the same way. My tool in the second one now. And I'm just going to pull up on it. And it comes out. So let me do the rest. Alright, the harness is fully out. And you can see the tops of the glow plugs. So now I'm going to loose them out with a 10mm deep socket. It's loosened all the way. I'm just going to use a magnet to pull it out. It looks really dry. It's supposed to be oily, I thought, but this looks really dry. A brand new glow plug here. I'm just gonna drop it down in there. and let's catch it with the 10mm. Torque it to 14 foot-pounds or 168 inch-pounds. Once all the glow plugs are replaced and torqued down to 14 foot-pounds or 168 inch-pounds, then you just grab your harness and pop them back in one at a time. You can put a little bit of motor oil on the O-ring to help it slip in easier. After they're all back in, I'm just going to push them down now, snap them all in one at a time. And there you go, it's complete. The passenger side is fully put together and done. Now it's time to move on to the driver's side. The driver's side setup is pretty much the same thing, except you don't have the 10mm in the top for the air pump. So same thing, fender bolts and the big large washer bolts that are a 8mm, and then your plastic clips down here. But I only have 2 of them here. One must have fell out. So that's what I'm gonna pull out the fender liner real quick. And make sure to unplug your sensor from your fender over there so you don't break it. Break the wire. Got all the fender bolts out, the 4 fender bolts going around. And I got the 3 big washer bolts and the 3 clips down the bottom. Now I'm just going to take the fender out same way I took it out on the other side. There's also a plastic clip in the front here. On the driver's side, once you get the fender liner, you push it down some, and that bracket right there, and then that bracket right there is holding the fender line from coming out. So just pry up those clips, and your fender liner will now be loose to come out once you get that bracket loosened. Here's the connector. It's gonna push the clips through and leave it plugged in. These plastic connectors are right here. All these plastic pins, push clips, are holding in the fender liner, so you gotta pop these out from the fender liner, and then the fender liner will just drop down. Then you get it out of the way. Yeah, it's out of the way. The glow plug harness is right there. So all I gotta do is pop these up and put in the new ones. Not getting the glow plug harness off because it turns out I actually didn't change this side. It was leaking and I just actually never changed it. I thought I did. I only did the passenger side. So this one is old and it broke when I tried to pull it out. The first one came out and the other 2 middle ones broke, and I didn't even try the 4th one. So I'm gonna actually push it out from the inside when I do the injectors that I plan to do soon. So when I replace injectors, I'll be able to push them out. Or I could try to use a drywall screw or something to pull them out, like what I had to do on the passenger side when I did it a couple years ago. But to make it easier, I'm not gonna mess with it. I'm just gonna leave it for now and change it when I change injectors. And we'll start it up right now and make sure that it works good. There are no check engine lights, and it starts up right away, so, and the job's done.